All right, all right. So apparently I lagged out when I talked about it before. Okay, the basketball guys don't want you to know this, so I'm going to throw this out there. I was told that I can say this, and it's not that big a deal at all. So I do have a source within the Spurs when it pertains to the Spurs. It's not one of those he said, she said, she said, he said type deals. You can believe me, you cannot. Doesn't really matter. I don't care. I know it's true. So I'm going to throw it out there. And I was told that it's okay to just like kind of just say it, right? So apparently, the injury that Wemby got is a grade 1 strain. And it's actually better than Dylan Harper's, which I don't think I would have to tell you that, because you can even look and see that he doesn't have a cast on, not cast, but a brace on, and that kind of helps that. Us you could just speculate that without knowing anything, but apparently they're quite optimistic to the point where he'll be reevaluated on the 29th. So that means technically he could come back after the 29th if he's good to go. Knowing the Spurs, that's not going to be the case. Let's just be real, right? So apparently they're going to reevaluate him on the 29th, and then they'll reevaluate him on the 6th. But they're quite optimistic that at worst, he's going to miss about 10 games, which is not that far off from what we thought anyways. I think we were thinking like 13, 14, but we were thinking 13, 14 at best. Apparently, it's about 5 or 6 at best. And at worst, around 10. That's what they're expecting. That's what I heard. It is very much so confirmed. If you don't believe me, that's fine. Doesn't matter. But I'm just letting you know. Some people ask me about Dylan Harper. I actually do not. Yeah, I do not recall the stuff on Dylan Harper. We know that he'll be back within this week. I think they might be reevaluating on the 26th, but do not take my word for that. I have no idea. I do not remember that. But I do know with Wemby, 29th and 6th were the 2 dates that I was told. So maybe something to come out, in the next few days, and something to be released on it. I have no idea. But knowing the San Antonio Spurs, they're probably going to be cautious and extend it out, especially if the Spurs get some more wins. They might really just be like, you know what, you can sit out a little longer. But yeah, no, it's really great news. I don't think you guys really needed that to know that it's good news. I mean, even if you take apart from what I just said, like just some of the things that we noticed, right? The fact that he was questionable, so it wasn't like a major injury. He was questionable to play the last game. And also, he doesn't have a boot on, Yeah, I mean, it's good news. It's good news. So keep your head up. Keep your head up, like Tupac said. Yeah, I was really excited when I heard it. I heard it earlier. If like I heard it like 5 minutes ago, I'll be screaming like a little girl right now, guys. Like real talk. I was so happy. So that's what I'm hearing. But hey, it's the Spurs. And even if they expanded out about 10, that's about what we expect anyway, right? Like we expect about 13 games. So we'll see. So getting Defensive Player of the Year is still possible. It's still possible. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. All right, before we talk about this game, really quick, big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. All you have to do is download that app. Description is in the description box. Use promo code CLAN and you'll get a 100% match up to $100. But it's super simple. You go over to the pick section. You can go to NFL, NBA, any sport that you want. And it's just some really simple, this player will get this amount of points over 19 points or under 19 points right there. Is that Cooper Flag? I'll have to see who he's playing. I can't really see. Oh, the New York Knicks. Go less. But yeah. So, anyways, go check it out if you're interested in daily fantasy sports. Yeah, support the sponsor and you support your boy. Okay. At the very least, download the app. That supports in and of itself. All right. So this game. So first and foremost, I saw a super chat. I did not ignore you. I kind of did, but I was going to get back to you. Oh my God. Bias Spurs fan. Thank you for the super. Are you from Canada? He says, gun to your head, is for sale on the eventual championship roster. Love from Canada King. He can be. I'll be transparent in saying that Devin Vassell has been quite disappointing. And that's that's being nice. Like, he's been very disappointing. His numbers should not be this poor. Like, it's really bad, y'all. Doesn't mean he can't come back. Doesn't mean he'll get better, but he had a legitimate offseason, and he's actually attempting more threes this year than last, and just all his percentages are down. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. I mean, 40% from the field, 34% from three. Like, that's bad. That's bad. I mean, for context, you know, Sohan is shooting better from three than Vassell. Quite a few players, right? Sohan, I would assume Wemby, right? Isn't Wemby like 35% right now? 36%? Who else? Olynyk might even have a higher percentage. Champagny probably has a higher percentage. I didn't check. But I know, I'm just saying for him, we don't have to compare. It's pretty bad. He got to do better. But yeah, I've been kind of an advocate the last few games that maybe Devin Vassell could come off the bench. You start Julian Champagny with Sohan. You know, I think that's a pretty good. But right now, when you don't have Wemby, I'm totally content with Sohan coming off the bench right now. Like, this is kind of, that's kind of rough roster if you do it that way. So I'm cool with what we got right now, but in the near future, I would not be opposed to him coming off the bench and just being a creator off the bench, because as a starter, sometimes the ball gets a little our offense in general gets stagnated sometimes, but Devin Vassell is not one that's heavily creating for his teammates, in my opinion. However, this last game, I think he had the most assists. All right, let's take a look at this game. So I didn't look at the stats. Only thing I knew was Fox had 26. All right. So honestly, guys, this was a sloppy game. It was ugly. It was nice that we got to see other players play, though. I mean, the fact that Mitch Johnson actually brought out David Jones Garcia, and he did a good job, like a legitimate good job. I thought he could have played a little bit more. That one assist to De'Aaron Fox was a very mature play from him. Very smart play. Because he didn't go out there and just say, I'm just going to jack up shots. He was just making the right play over and over and over. Now, his defense sucked. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, they were cooking him. They were absolutely cooking him, which is why they couldn't keep him in the game for too long. But he did good when he was out there. So I really enjoyed that. Lindy Waters, he going to have to knock some down, because if he can't knock down any shots, then there's really no use for him, just to be honest. And Carter Bryant, he did a fine job as well. He hit a three. That's good. So that was nice. You know, we need him to be able to get the shooting stroke, but he looked confident. Defense was okay. So yeah, I liked it. I think it was a good team win. Now, I was expecting to beat the Grizzlies. I actually was expecting to beat them by a lot, because I was not expecting Fox to start off as cold as he did. But it came together. Harrison Barnes went off near the end. Oh, he ended with 23 points. Okay. He went off near the end, so he saved us. Yeah, I mean, what more can I say? Let's see. If we go from player to player. Everyone did fine. Luke Cornett, although is 0 points here, Luke Cornett got the most chemistry with Castle, so unfortunately with us not having Castle, that kind of sucks. But he did fine. He did a good job. Defensively, he did really well. Sohan, I was actually quite shocked that Sohan didn't play and close it out at the end. I wasn't opposed to Keldon closing, especially in this game, right? But yeah, I don't know. I was a little shocked that Sohan didn't close it, only because Jaren Jackson Jr., like, he was giving Harrison Barnes fits in this game, and when Sohan was on him, he looked like chopped liver. He was bad, man. Jaren Jackson looked like a role player when Sohan got on him in that fourth. Like, he couldn't do anything. So I was just a little shocked. But that's okay. It's all right. But Sohan played some valuable minutes, did a good job, made some good reads out there. Not a great Sohan game. It's not one where I'm just like throwing my pom-poms up in the air, but he did good. He did fine. Hit 2 threes. I don't even remember the third three he missed. I don't remember that. I thought he was 100%. Sohan this year has been good. Keldon finished off really strong too. Let's see. Let's take a look at his and we just go to stats overall. Yeah, right now I do not expect him to keep doing this. But right now he's 50% from 3. Like he is knocking them down. It's only taking 1.5 a game, but he's knocking them down. Doing it. And it's only 7 games. It's only 7 games, but he's very valuable. I really hate the fact that his stats are like this because no one gets it. Like they don't get how valuable he is. But just go look at other role players during like Spurs championship runs, and you'll be surprised what their numbers look like. But we know nonetheless that they were very impactful. So Sohan should get more minutes. I think by the end of the season he should be a starter. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be opposed to going with something with Dylan Harper, Fox, Barnes, Sohan, Wemby. I am not opposed to that. Or you can do Castle next to Fox, which I don't know. You know, Fox isn't like, I mean, not Fox. Castle isn't like the best shooter in the world or nothing like that. Maybe Champagny. Maybe you can go with Champagny. I don't know. I just like that starting lineup a little bit better. Just a little bit more balanced. You know what I mean? But overall, pretty good. Pretty doggone good. I was happy. Jeremy, Bruce, Bowen, Sohan. Yeah. The only thing that worries me, which it is a process with Sohan, okay? So this is not the end product of his shot. Like, they're going down. It's nice. But as soon as teams start to hone in and know, okay, we need to close in on him, which will be great news for us because if he's out there with Wemby, yeah, we're good. But as soon as they start, like, guarding him a little closer and they're like, okay, he's doing a pretty good job, I need to stick to him a little bit, it'll open up things for teammates. But also, I wonder if Sohan's percentages will remain high because his release is so slow. But it takes time. It takes time. He's been doing great. He's been improving every year. But that's one thing that worries me about Sohan is like, it's a very very slow release. You know what I mean? 2 threes per game, Sohan. Shoot, take 2 or 3. Take 2 or 3. Take 2 or 3. But yeah, that release speed is what's rough. But because we have so many guys that, well, right now we don't, but we have so many guys who can attack the rim and keep up that rim pressure, we're good. So one thing I want to say, I'm just going to say this, because overall this was a sloppy game. That's what you expect from this team because Mitch Johnson doesn't run any plays. And you don't have too many creators right now. But I will say this. I think that we have so much talent. I think that the Spurs have so much depth that you're going to manage to win, I think, most of these games. Some people disagree with me. This was a sloppy game, and I don't think they'll be this sloppy. But here, if I go to the Spurs, because people disagree when I say this. So like I said, Wemby could be back pretty soon, but let's just go ahead and say for the hypothetical that he is out as long as we're scared he'll be out. Like he's out till the 21st, right? Which, you know, obviously we heard 29th and 6th, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see what happens. But let's just say for the sake of argument, he's out that entire time. I still think the Spurs win like 10 games. And it might be delusional. It might be crazy. But I think that we're good enough to win these games. We just got to lock in. I think we're good enough. I think we're so accustomed to how great Wemby is and how he does everything and just locks down teams that we kind of forgot what it's like to just be a normal team. Right now, the Spurs are just a normal team. Like without Wemby on this roster, which is with as much depth as they have, let's say Dylan Harper is back pretty soon, right? With much depth that they have, I think they're still a close playoff team. Like I think they're like a play-in team without Wemby. You know what I mean? Like I think they're a decent play-in, barely make the playoffs team without Wemby. So we're a pretty normal team without him. With them, that's what brings us over the edge. But this team, just like roster-wise, we're not that bad. I don't know when Castle will be back. What was the news on Castle? I didn't ask anything on Castle because I knew it was like not that big a deal. Hold on. I think he's just, the only thing I heard about Castle is he's just like really sore. Like it just hurts. Let's take a look. 2 to 3 weeks is what they report. No, 1 to 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, these reports are all over the place. Maybe I should ask about this. Because why are these reports all over the place? One said 2 to 3. This one says 1 to 2. I did hear it wasn't too bad. Hip flexor strain. I heard it's like mostly like it's just really hurting right now. But yeah. Anyways, I know it seems like every other day we're like, wait till we get everybody back. I know, but just keep it bright. Keep it bright. Keep it positive. It's not that big a deal. We're early into the season. The Spurs are in position to, even if they went 500, which I think they'll do better than that. But even if they went 500, you're still good. These are going to be hard-fought games. I don't think the Spurs are just going to get like whooped by these teams. Atlanta should be a fight. I would assume it'll be a fight. Wait, is Ricochet okay? I saw him take like a tough fall. Is he okay? He might be okay. Hopefully he's okay. I want everybody on deck going against us. I like the challenge. So, should be a tough one. Obviously, Phoenix will be a tough one. Portland, you should win that one. Denver would be a tough one. Minnesota would be a tough one. So, you got about at least 3 really tough ones coming up. And the others, I think you should just win. So, with or without Wemby. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyways, just want you guys to be optimistic. That's the news that I heard. Really good stuff. I'm happy about this win. It was sloppy, but we did use a little bit more of our bench. I think we could have spread it out even more. That's okay. I'm not a coach. I'm not going to critique that. That's a little silly to get like too crazy with that. But I am a big advocate for playing your players, okay? There's no excuse. There should never be a case in which Sohan gets 6 minutes in a game unless he's in immense foul trouble or not even then. 6 minutes is insane. Like, he should just foul out, you know? I'll say it like this. There's no reason Sohan should get 6 minutes and he ain't fouled out or, you know, knock on wood, hurt. You know, he should not get less than that. I mean, he should not get less than 20. So, anyways, but I think doing stuff like that, you can really injure players. I'm not saying it's Mitch Johnson's fault. I'm not saying that, but it could be completely unrelated. But I do think playing more players keeps everyone healthy. As long as they kept De'Aaron Fox out, was a lot of strain on Wemby as well. So you need guys playing. You need guys in and out, in and out, in and out. So we're kind of being forced to use our bench now. It's unfortunate it's that way, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Glaze incoming. What do you mean? Sohan's role is perfect right now? Sohan always played a really good role, yeah. I like Sohan's role. He's good. I like Sohan. A good player. Really good player. He should be part of our championship run. All right.